made yourself an enemy. Shall I assist?
I have a few scrapes and grazes, but nothing of consequence.
A fighter's defense is a stalwart indeed. Approach with due caution.
We need not shrink from danger. We've the strength to prevail over anything. Twould seem we need not always travel by foot.
My curative magics are at your disposal. Wait a moment. Whatever 'tis you need, I shall gladly oblige.
That changes things.
My wares? Hoy, looking to change. No need to overthink it. You can change it. Well, got any fine things to share? Pleasure doing business.
The world's changing. Not sure how much longer I can keep the open. It's tough, but complaining always a pleasure.
Ah, well met. You'll be glad to hear we've succeeded in capturing another of the coral snakes. Fortunately for us, this one started talking the moment a bargain of acquittal was mentioned. Mayhap through speaking with him, we might discern some means of loosening Hugo's tongue.
Have a look. Hoy, no need to overthink it. You can check. Change it on a whim. Pleasure doing business.
Well met, sir. How might I be of service? The world's changing. Not sure how much longer I can keep the inn open. It's tough, but complaining won't do any good.
Ah, how I've longed to embrace my bedroll.
I return safe and sound, and I dare say wiser for my travels.
Good morrow, everyone.
Come, we've much to be getting on with.
Shall we get underway?
Tons to choose from.
I've ne'er seen this sort of craftsmanship. How'd they work such a pattern into the blade? Hi there, Arisen. Forgive me, but I've made nary a lick of progress toward restoring that sword of yours. The blade's make is as intricate as 'tis beautiful. Suppose that's why these things ne'er see battle, eh? If I only knew how to create this pattern on the steel, mayhap the rest had come easier.
What are you jabbering about now?
Oh,
You're looking at the work of a blaze hammer. 'Tis a process scarce employed, but one befitting the prestige of a regalia sword. Honestly, girl, you're no apprentice of mine if you can't figure out aught as simple as that.
Sorry, Brocker. Must have slipped my mind. But if these patterns were the work of a blaze hammer, mayhap that's what it'd take to fix the blade. If you've not heard the term, 'tis where you heat your hammer to extreme temperatures by dipping it in magma. 'Tis hardly e'er used since the hammers like to cool afore you can forge aught with it. Brocker's explained the process to me, but I wonder if that's enough.
It seems to take a rather complex process to restore the sword, but I've no doubt that Ser Sara's up to the task.
Knowing that the patterns on the sword were the work of a blaze hammer complicates matters somewhat. Suppose I'll sleep on it. Mayhap the answer'll come to me on the morrow.
Fancy a look at my wares?
Wonder if there's any thought the import ever happens here.
Do you know how long you'll be? I only ask so that I might adopt the most effective stance to
You are the Vermundian in Her Majesty's good graces, aye? Forgive my boldness, but there is aught I would ask of you. A friend of mine has moved house, leaving her former abode unoccupied. To be blunt, I would have you purchase the deed. You see, I have reason to believe a group of individuals who bear the Empress ill will seek a hideout near the palace. Thus, to have a trusted individual purchase and occupy my friend's abode would greatly set my mind at ease. Besides, aught tells me such ne'er-do-wells would have a hard time settling in with you there. What say you? I cannot fault your hesitation, but I...
So you're the one Benjamin sent to get the whelp to talk, eh? Well, go on then. Don't dawdle, and I'll thank you not to distract the jailers from their charge.
We shall await you here, Master.
We'll see if you can escape me a second time.
Who are you supposed to be then, eh? Quit staring. Wait, you're one of the ones that came crawling into our hideout. Ha! Yeah, ain't funny really. But seeing you is reminding me of that bleeding runt's face. I'm talking about Hugo, of course. Didn't you hear him sobbing as we left? Lanzo, why? Boo-hoo! Bet he's still crying over it, eh? Like a babe without its mum. Of course, Lanzo's already forgotten about the poor sod. Was right glad to be rid of him, truth be told.
That blackguard. Oh, it tells me there's more to his tale. Not sure I can stomach it, mind.
Hugo's been following Lanzo around ever since he was a kid. Wouldn't quit it neither, even when it got him a beating. Still, there's a use for whelps like him. Guards aren't like to throw a brat in jail for pocketing a few trinkets, eh? They can earn their own living that way. When one shop starts getting suspicious, they just move on to another. Easy pickings for a kid. And having a few whelps along makes setting up in a new town a trice. The guards don't suspect a thing. But Hugo had gotten too big for that, see? We'd run out of uses for him. Well, save throwing him to the dogs, so as we could make our escape. Hard to believe the lad never figured out we was using him. Real loggerhead, that one. Did he ever tell you his story? About how his parents were killed by brigands or some such? Couldn't be more obvious who that was, eh? Ah, his mum was a comely lass. Don't remember a thing about his da. We roughed them up, had a bit of fun. Emptied their purses and the like. Lanzo slit their throats himself. It was hard not to laugh, watching daft little Hugo grow up, hanging off Lanzo's bootstraps and never questioning a damn thing. We've a new hideout now, over on the ancient battleground. Aye, I ain't afraid to tell you that. I might owe Lanzo a favour or two, but not enough to rot in here for him. In fact, why don't you go pay him a visit, eh? Ain't right that I'm the only one in this hole.
What do you want now?
What?
He said... What? That can't be right. But... if he did that to me... then what about all those kids? He can't have killed all their parents too. No. Tell me it's all a lie, damn you!
I have been waiting for you, Arisen.
I wonder how Sir Fulvio's sculpture is coming along. Mayhap 'twould behoove us to pay him a visit. Certainly, Master. I can take you to this individual.
A guide is most welcome. Now we shan't lose our way.
There's a tavern that stocks new liquor.
Have you a different destination in mind, Master? Very well.
Clark means to unveil the sculpture before a select audience. He asked me to extend an invitation to you as well. I will await you at his estate in Vernworth's noble quarter.
Someone to share this spot with. Take joys by the
Interested in my wares? Interested in my wares?
You there? Have you a home in Batal? If not, well, look no further. As it so happens, I've one to sell. Now, I've noticed you tend to travel with pawns. Bold choice here in Batal, where they're ill-loved. So I thought you might prefer a home of your own to stay at, rather than a crowded inn. Well, what say you? A wise decision, sir. Do be... Here you are, dear.
Is this a challenge, Arisen, to see who can keep pace?
Let us endeavor to keep up, though we are less fleet of foot.
I felt certain I would find you here, Arisen, and it seems I was right.
Knowing that the patterns on the sword were the work of... Suppose I'll sleep on it.
Look around if you must, but be sure to buy more.
Life's been pretty kind to me. Well met. No sense
We must rest.
Now we've the vim to tackle the day ahead.
Come, we've much to be getting on with.
Shall we get underway?
Well met.
I'll have to go tomorrow.
Precious little time.
A customer, then. That changes things.
We pawns cannot set foot in Batal without feeling the people's contempt for us.
Take heart, for we are fulfilling our duty at the Arisen's side. We have naught to...
You're the one who brought that regalia sword here in the first place, aye? I want a word. It's that fool apprentice of mine. I haven't seen her since yesterday. Knowing her, she skipped off to the mountain base cave on Volcanic Island to try her hand with a blaze hammer. It's the only place with enough heat, see? Since you're the one who inspired this nonsense, you'd best go find her. And bring her back in one piece, lest I ring my hammer against that hollow shell you call a skull! Look around.
Might not one of the bandits in Burnworth's jail know of the methods employed by thieves and their ilk? I can guide you there if you wish.
Right you are.
I believe this is intended as a means of transport. It would be interesting to see where it might take us.
This seems useful. 'Twould be a shame not to employ it to our advantage.
I would gladly be obeyed.
Ice is not a threat. We may have to rethink our strategy. Let my magic imbue your weapons with the fury of the elements.
A ballista?
This could grant us an edge in battle, if we use it well.
Allow me. Shall I assist? wagon isn't for hauling freight, and it looks as if it could bear a significant load.
Might we not avail ourselves of its use?
Are we leaving already? Bother.
You have my protection.
Feast your eyes on this!
Oh, where that came from? Who's there?
You're alright. You keep and I take the rest.
That was well thought. There's no one standing who might say otherwise.
No doubt this triumph will spur us into the next.
You haven't forgotten us, have you, Master? In another world, I learned that a forgotten riftstone lies nearby. Shall I escort you there, Master?
I'm sure I'm very sorry. Hear an old man out, won't you? Ah, 'tis you. Thought I recognized you. Fair. Good thing I didn't...
Materials, eh? I shan't deny. They have their uses.
You little blighter.
That's where you're hiding.
Oh, I'd sooner not battle with those with whom we have no quarrel. Yet if they mean us harm, we can but defend ourselves. We have no support. The Arisen has been cleansed. I cannot fault your prowess.
Might not one of the bandits in Burnworth's jail know of the methods employed by thieves and their ilk?
Very well.
I'll guide you there directly.
Right you are. I shan't allow any further harm to come to you.
Oh, yeah!
Right where I want you.
I would be glad to demonstrate the efficacy of my mage skills, should you desire magical assistance. I would gladly be of aid, Arisen.
What's more, I appreciate you carrying our heavy items, but do let me know if you need a hand.
We might scratch another task off our list while we're here, if we are so inclined.
I hope those coral snakes are put to rest.
You looked in on Sir Meridim. I'm glad to know it. He's a lonesome fellow.
Not good will come of this.
I'm dead on my feet after today's training. Fancy looking at my work?
At least here I can let down my hair.
Welcome, sir. Contrary to them, if you think me a liar, then buy something and see the truth for yourself. Hope to see you again.
The Jadeite orb is safely in hand.
So, how goes it? Did you manage to retrieve the Jadeite orb? Ah, splendid. You've my thanks. Before we discuss your reward, however, there is one final matter to which we must attend. You see, in my line of work, trust is paramount, and so we shall go to verify the orb's authenticity together. Come, I trust old Ibrahim's eye most of all. Let us pay a visit to his little scrap store. Follow my lead.
Only care I have is how to spend the day.
Good day, Ibrahim. Would you be so kind as to examine this Jadeite orb? Now, I have a bit of business to attend to while he performs his appraisal. I ask that you await my return here.
What is it? The appraisal's not yet done, and I must...
He ought to be finished by now. Come, let us go see. You have done your title proud, Arisen. This jadeite orb is indeed the genuine article. My partners shall be most relieved to hear of its return. You have certainly earned your reward. I trust you will find it satisfactory. And I do hope you will permit me to call upon you again, should aught arise.
How might I be of service?
Townspeople depend
Let me think on this.
There you are! Pray, tell me, have you found the jadeite orb? Say it isn't so! What am I to do without it? Master Everard shall kill me if I tell him I've lost it, yet I've not the coin to make a life for myself elsewhere. Forgive me, sir. I bear you no ill will. You did all you could on my behalf, I'm sure. But I'd best take my leave of you. I must needs find a way to live to see the morrow.
Arisen. I should have expected you may...
Master, my heart knows no greater peace than when I'm by your side.
Watch for the hobgoblin!
Flame will accomplish little against this foe. I grant you lightning's fangs.
We are to retreat then?
Let us defer to the Arisen.
I suppose 'tis so. Unless I'm very much mistaken, we've got just what we need tucked away in storage.
We should be able to move this boulder with our combined might.
A firm push is what's needed here.
Ah, I'll take that. We might find a use for it.
That strategy never would have occurred to me.
Truly? A ballista is a ranged weapon.
It is hard to find my footing in this darkness.
Would you care to use a shortcut, Master? I learned of the existence of such a path while travelling beyond the rift.
We have no means of exploiting our enemy's weakness.
Right where I want you. You've got the enemy right where I need them. Don't let up!
We are at our best when we combine our strength. Dare I say it? We trounced our foe, well and true.
We mustn't allow ourselves to become complacent. Take each trial as it comes.
Seems there's no room for argument.
You know who you're dealing with. Bugger off if you want to see the morrow.
Let my magic squad bring an immense boon.
You? This your work, then? I came to get my vengeance, only to find all those who could give it to me already dead. Fie. Seems my entire life's a farce, and I'm the only one not laughing. I don't rightly know where to go from here. What am I to do now? An honest life, huh? What a lark. This is the only life I've ever known. It's too late for me to change paths now. Oi, do you really think someone like me could live an honest life after all that's happened? I've always wanted to try. Earning an honest living, I mean. But what could I do? Not sure as I've many skills, save picking pockets. And no one would want me working for them, would they? You know of a place I could work? Work? You think I could work there? For true? What? You went out and looked for a job for me? But why? Why would you put yourself to all that trouble? Give it a try, I suppose. Not sure how it'll turn out, but it's a start at least. I'll do my best not to make a mess of it. Oh, and thank you, cuz.
Danger might lurk anywhere. Wear every shadow. And mind the ceiling.
Naught can threaten us if we watch each other's backs.
Was this ox cart assailed? 'Tis in a dreadful state.
Wrought by the hands of brigands. Or the claws of monsters.
Caution would be wise, but we ought not let it halt us in our course.
This should be of use. We have no means of exploiting our enemy's weakness.
Aught fell from the beast as it breathed its last.
Let me get that. We were very thorough. Whatever secrets this place held ought to be ours now.
'Twas an ordeal, but naught tides one over like a promise of a swift look.
Let us see what you're made of.
The sky is radiant this night. I feel at peace to gaze upon it.
I quite agree.
Another dogged adventurer come to take my life. Many have tried, and as you can plainly see, all have failed. I would abandon any such fool ideas if I were you. After all, that which is won by brute force is apt to be lost to the same. I set before you a simple task. Solve my riddles to satisfaction. Should your answers please me, I will bestow upon you the contents of yon chests. If so, take your place and we shall begin. Your resolve is commendable. The fool beholds a sage in the mirror. The sage a fool. Which is it you see, I wonder? Our eyes are our allies, yet oft do they betray, for eyes tell lies. So I advise, and thence do lead astray. Yet, how will your eyes advise you? Venture through yonder door, and retrieve that which is of greatest value.
Could you come over here?
Would not be unwelcome for an ally to appear for once.
If battle cannot be avoided, 'tis fight or die.
'Tis easily done.